Yes, people, how are we doing, man? Let me zoom out there because I was just on a different stream. Hopefully you guys are all well. Big up to everyone. By the way, I've changed the name of the stream, innit? Because I realised that not everyone understood what stalemate means. But so I have changed it now to City and Bayern see no breakthrough for Kyle Walker. Essentially, guys, stalemate just kind of means that you've reached and no one can it's not possible, innit? You know what I mean? So that's basically a stalemate. So I changed the title anyway because I realized not everyone understands it. Big up to Brian A, big up to Mojis, big up to Kipax Kid, Joshua, Buddy, X Kid, Courtney, Ahad, Osmodeus, Conip, King Harland, Buddy, again, Hasbullah, Benno, Tom, who else we got in here? Narimene, John Rowland, Alan Glasgow. Big up to everyone, man. Hopefully you guys are all well on this Friday night. It's Friday night, and it is Friday night. Okay, so we got some news coming from the Kyle Walker situation. And the news is that Manchester United, Manchester City, and Bayern Munich see no breakthrough at the moment in the sort of pursuit for Bayern Munich for Kyle Walker. So does this mean that Manchester City have come to the senses and have realised that £13 million is ridiculously priced for Kyle Walker and that they've actually upped the price? Maybe that's what they've done. Who knows? But let me bring up the actual information here so you can see it. But yeah, basically, it looked like it potentially was getting done. And now they're saying there's been no breakthrough, which is kind of strange from a Bayern point of view, because you really would have thought, I would have thought that given the low price that you can get him for, here you go, guys, bring it up on screen for you. Given the low price you can get him for, you would have thought that they would have made a lot of progress by now, but there's no breakthrough in sight between Manchester City and Bayern Munich for Kyle Walker from Mr. What's he called again? Florian Plettenberg, who seems to be doing everything. This guy, he's doing every little bit of transfer. He's like the next Fabrizio Romano, guys. Maybe buy your stonks early in this guy, Florian Plettenberg, because he's on every single transfer. There is no breakthrough in sight. So what does this mean? Like I say, it means that Bayern Munich have not made any progress on this deal, which I do think is strange, because if the 13 million quid was sort of anywhere in that sort of region that City actually wanted, how much have Bayern offered Manchester City for this not to have made progress? I just feel that this deal, from a Bayern point of view, should have been an easy deal to do, in my view. You know what I mean? Like, he's got 1 year left of his contract. He's 33. Okay, City don't really want to let him go. We're not going to sell him on the cheap, but we're not going to be asking 35, 45, 50 million. You know what I mean? You could probably get him out of Manchester City for 20, 25 million, which I think is a good price. Now, people might look at it and go, well, he's 33. That's a lot of money for him. He's only got 1 year left of his contract. But he's one of the best defenders in the world, and he's going to continue to be one of the best defenders for another 2, 3, 4 years minimum. So it's really a good price. So I am quite shocked here to not be hearing that Bayern Munich are not making progress on this, because I thought that they would have. Now, on the other hand, is Kyle Walker not giving Bayern Munich the sort of assurances that he will join? You know what I mean? Is he still thinking about potentially staying at Manchester City? Is that an option? Are City sort of pressuring him? What are City doing here? You know, I don't know. But it's a strange one, guys. It's certainly a strange one. Big up to Idiot in the chat. Says, it's been a long time. Anyways, Kyle Walker is worth more than 13 million, even past 30. A winger will be heavily needed. Who do you reckon we should get? I have no idea on the winger, bro. Honestly, no idea. I'd like Sane, but I don't know. And yeah, like the fee is, I mean, where did this 13 million pound fee come from? Do you know what I mean? Should we see where did this 13 million pound fee come from, guys? Where did it come from? Who said 13 million pound? Was it a source from Bayern? There we go. It was an English source. Rob Dorset, Sky Sports News UK. Kyle Walker is expected to cost Bayern Munich £13 million. So you would have assumed, given that this journalist is in the UK, that he's probably got that figure somewhere around Manchester City. Hopefully, City have been watching these streams and have gone, hang on a minute, City Xtra in the chat are saying that 13 million quid is a joke. You know, everyone in the chat's going mad. Should we maybe charge more? And then they've gone, you know what? They might be right. The chat's right. LB's right. Paudy's right. Hugh's right. All the City Xtra Massive are right. And then maybe up the price. Who knows? But yeah, they're saying 13 million quid. That was on July 22nd. So we're 6 days further forward now. To be fair, this guy did say that he won't play for Bayern, but he did play for Bayern. Then you've got Sport 1, who said Kyle Walker to Bayern Munich is getting closer now. Right now, a €15 million transfer fee is under discussion. And while Walker had an offer for Man City to stay, he's looking for a new challenge. So this is a separate sort of news like account, 630,000 followers based in Germany, who are also giving that sort of £13 million fee. So you'd have to assume that 13 million quid is legit if it's coming from Germany and it's coming from the UK. You know what I mean? You'd have to assume that number is legit, which is just a joke. Do you know what I'm saying? They had an option to buy Cancelo. Why Walker? Why? Because a Cancelo buy option was like €70 million. I remember saying, I said it on the stream when Cancelo joined Bayern Munich that day. I said on stream, they will never pay that. Craig says, I felt after watching the tour thus far that Kyle is going to stay. No source, just my gut feeling, lads. Well, the thing is, no one wants him to go. You've got the players coming out saying that they don't want him to go. Check this. Manchester City's players are desperate for Kyle Walker to remain at the club. He's part of the captain's group, yeah? So that's another leader that you're losing. You've already lost Gundogan. You lost Mahrez. You won't be losing another experienced player. Do you know what I mean? So I just think that, there is I think most City fans want him to stay. Do you know what I mean? I think most City fans want him to stay. And whilst, okay, you know, he might look at it and go, well, fucking hell, you know, I've not, he said I wouldn't play in this system or whatever he said, you know what I'm saying? He said he wouldn't play in the system, but he will still play minutes. And we've already proven on this channel and on these streams, factually, that he did play a lot of minutes last year. There is a rumor going around and there's a myth going around that Kyle Walker didn't play last year. He did play last year. And he played a lot towards the end of the season. People say, I actively hear people say, oh, he didn't play much towards the end of the season. What? Yes, he did. He did play a lot towards the end of the season. He played in pretty much every single Premier League game towards the end of the season. He played in one of the Champions League semi-finals. He didn't play the final, but did come on for 10 minutes. And he played in the FA Cup final. So he did play. It's fake news, man. Fake news. Big up to Bevo in the chat, man. Says, everyone dropping off because they completed club football. If Walks is watching, sees this, thanks for everything you've done. Centurion, domestic quad, 3-peat, treble. Much love, LB. Big up Bevo, man, for the £10 donation. Well, listen, if Walker's listening to this, I'm not going with that, Bevo. I'm saying don't fucking go anywhere, bro. No, don't go anywhere because we can't let you. I want him to stay. I'm desperate for the guy to stay. I don't want him to go. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to be saying, oh, well done on the quad, well done on this, well done on that. I want him to stay, man. Because as well, if he goes, do we not need to go in for another defender on top of Gvardiol? Or are we chilling with Rico Lewis and Sergio Gomez? Do you know what I mean? I just think, please don't go, innit? You know what I mean? I don't think it's right for him to go right now. I think he's still going to play a lot of football next year. And he can leave on a free next year if he wants to leave. But I just think if he goes for 15 million quid, I'm going to cry, man. I promise you. It's just a joke. 15 million. Crazy, man. Crazy. He's trying to get a 3-year contract from City, let's be honest, says Kurt Courtney. I'd give it him. I'd honestly give him the 3-year contract, mate. Because thing is with Kyle Walker, he's not one of these players who is just going to fall off. He's absolutely rapid. He's got another 2-3 years easy in him. Easy. And even if he does start to slow down, he'd still be the fastest player on the pitch. You know what I mean? And he can play centre-back. He's captain material. I'd give him a 3-year contract. If he come to me and I said, 3-year contract, I'm going Bayern, I give him a 3-year contract. All day of the week. All day of the week. No problems. Serious. I would. He can't play in a centre-back unless it's in the back three. Well, first of all, we probably will play a back three quite a lot. And also, as a centre-back, I think he probably could do it. At a level like Manchester City, you know, he might be like 4th or 5th choice. But at the top level, I still could think he could play centre-back. I think he could play centre-back easy. No problems. I think he's got that in his locker, 100%. So, yeah, this is where we're at, people. This is where we're at. Manchester City, Bayern Munich, no breakthrough. You know, what are Bayern doing, man? What are Bayern doing? Why are they not just getting the cash out and just paying the money? Because he'd been mint for him. He'd been mint for him. And is it worth haggling? Just get him in. Clearly, City are willing to let him go for like 16, 17 million pounds. Clearly they are, because otherwise this 13 million pound figure would have been dashed straight away. Dashed. You know what I mean? They would have come out. You know, like when Fabrizio said, "Oh, City have signed Gvardiol," and then City were like, "No, we've not signed him. We've not signed him." Told all the journalists, "No, we've not." And then we got a media briefing from City that we've not signed him. If that 13 million pound fee was wrong, City would have been telling all the journalists, because they've seen us all getting angry. You guys are in the chat like he's worth more than 13 million quid. I'm saying he's worth more than 30 million quid. So, and people on Twitter, people on Instagram, where City fans are obviously having their say, they're all saying 30 million quid's too low. So if this is true, City could have dashed it. If this was false, City could have dashed it. So you'd have to assume that there is some truth in it. You know what I mean? Let's have a look what you guys in the chat are saying. Chadley says, "I hope he stays, but I think he'll leave." Crying. Ewan says, "Bayern probably want Kane more." Well, that's fair. They might be putting all their eggs in Kane at the moment, which is fair dues. What else is he saying? Bayern will want to use that Walker money for Kane. Yeah, that's legit. 20 million quid says money for you'd let him go for, I assume. La Ciel Bleu says, "Love every player in a City shirt, but anyone wants to leave, better shut the door on the way out." All love Walker, but I feel like Pep ain't feeling him. He just want to use him against fast wingers. Bro, that ain't true. That ain't true, bro. That's not true. I'm gonna have to prove it to you now, bro, because now you've said that. I'm gonna have to prove. Yeah, I have to do this. I'm sorry, but I have to get the stats up on the screen. I'm gonna have to do it. Right, okay. 2022, 2023. Right. Check this. Boom. 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 Premier League last year. These are all the last games of the season. 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 36 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes. Yeah? FA Cup driller. 90 minutes, 90 minutes, 90 minutes. It's not 100%. It's not 100% true, Tanner. I'm literally proving on screen. So you're telling me every single one of these teams, Kyle Walker only played because they had fast wingers. That's what you're telling me. That is cap. That is not true. That is not true. 100% not true. We do like it. We do like him to play against people with fast wingers, but he doesn't just play against teams with fast wingers. Do you know what I mean? Clearly, the evidence proves it. The evidence proves it beyond reasonable doubt. Guilty. Pick up Penno says, "I saw Walker himself told Tiki to get the deal done." I saw Walker himself. So you've seen Walker told Tiki to get the deal. What? Walker told you that he told Tiki to get the deal done? Benno, come on, man. You know better than that. You know to give me the straightforward chats so I know what you're on about, you know? You have all just been LB'd, says Buddy. You've all just been LB'd, man. Big up, Buddy. So, yeah, there we go. Really want Walker to stay only if Cancelo goes. Well, surely Cancelo's gone, mate. You know what I mean? We had it. Jack Gorn come out the other day, wasn't it? Jack Gorn, and said City don't want him to stay. Jack Gorn's knows what he's talking about. If City have come out and told him that, then he's gone. The problem is no one wants the guy. The dog and duck probably don't want him down the road. You know what I mean? Like nobody wants Cancelo. Honestly, Saudi Arabia don't want him. Bayern Munich don't want him. City don't want him. Dog and duck don't want him. Nobody wants him, mate. I don't know what's going to happen. You might see him down at the Power League playing five-a-side. Who knows? Who knows? Because honestly, no one wants him, mate. Bray, we have 6 defenders. We don't need Josko. Need Mara's replacement for the time being. Besides, we have 6 defenders plus Rico. Well, we do have 6 defenders, but we assume that Laporte's going to go. This was a question that I was saying to you guys the other day on chat, but I don't think we ever really deeped the question. Is there a world, right, that Laporte could stay and we still sign Gvardiol? So we'd have 6 centre-backs. Is there a world that could happen? Because my sort of question on this is, why is Laporte still here? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like, I thought he'd be gone by now. And people are saying no. So what are you saying then? Are you saying, so people who are saying no, there's not a world that we could sign Gvardiol to keep Laporte. Like, what are you saying there? Are you saying that Laporte might not leave and therefore we don't sign Gvardiol? Are you saying we defo sign Gvardiol, we let Laporte leave? Because I'm looking at Laporte, guys, and I don't know about you. I'm looking at the rumours, I'm looking at the news, I'm looking at the transfer gossip. You know how much I've seen for Laporte leaving? 0, mate. I've seen it about Juventus about a month ago, said they couldn't afford 30 million quid. They've just been fined, 20 million euros, and they've been kicked out of the Conference League, mate. You know what I mean? So they're looking just like a dusted club right now. Bilbao apparently are interested, but you know what I mean? Great, you know what I mean? I'd like Laporte to play 5-a-side with me, you know what I mean? Unless I put the offer on the table and get him to sign a contract, it's not happening, you know? So what's going on with Laporte? Why is he still here? Why has there not been no bids? Why has there not been no rumours saying, oh, he might be joining this club? Do you know what I mean? So that's why I asked the question, is there a world that this could potentially happen? Because I think there potentially might be a world. Only because at this moment in time, I don't know what's going on with Laporte. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't know what that would mean. Would that mean that I don't know. I don't know how we'd play. I don't know what would go on. And would Laporte even be happy with that? Would Laporte be chill? Because he wouldn't play that much, would he? I mean, he hardly played last year. You're just signing the biggest hot prospect of the centre-back world in Gvardiol. He's going to play even less. So I don't know, man. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. But clearly City want Gvardiol and they're going to get Gvardiol in. So they're going to get Gvardiol in. What is going to happen with Laporte? Well, that's the big question. Genuinely, it's the big question. We'll get offers last minute in the window, LB. You know what? I kind of agree with you there, beyond belief. I do agree. I think we will get last minute offers. The problem is those last minute offers are going to suck. You know what I mean? They're going to suck big time. And this is one of the problems. If you get Gvardiol in now, every single club in the world knows that you have to let Laporte leave. Because you can't keep him, really. You know what I mean? You can't really keep him. And he wants to go. He'll be like, nah, I ain't fucking staying here with five centre-backs all in front of me. Because he prefers Akanji to him. He prefers Ake to him. Do you know what I'm saying? This is probably why City wanted to let Laporte leave first, or at least have a deal agreed with another club before they got Gvardiol in. Do you know what I mean? Because say I'm a team that... I like the look of Laporte. I'm not desperate for a centre-back. I kind of would like to improve my centre-back position, but not desperate. You're looking at Laporte going, hang on a minute. Let's just wait a bit. Gvardiol comes in, you know what I mean? Couple of days left of the transfer window. You ring up City and go, talk to me about Laporte. Yeah, he's for sale. All right, we'll give you 25 million. See that? What? 25 million? What are you on about? He's worth 40, 50 million minimum. Probably closer to 60, 70, to be honest. And that club's just like, well, yeah, we agree. But the truth is, you need to sell because you've got 6 defenders and he wants to leave. And we don't really want him, or we don't really need him anyway. So we're just being cheeky. We'll go up to 30 million. But that's it. Don't negotiate with me because I don't want to negotiate. What does City do? They have an offer for 30 million quid. We know we're getting ripped off. We know he's worth 60, 70 million pound. But would you take it? Would you take the 30 million? The 25 million and let him go. Otherwise, you keep a player that's going to have a face on because he don't play any games, probably struggles to get in the Carabao Cup team. Do you know what I'm saying? Or do you just let him leave for 30 million? Big up Dynamo Drillers Craig says, I saw Walker 2, Benno, and he told me I'm not fucking leaving. He must be lying to one of us. Big up Craig, man, for the donation. And I don't even, your name's not even Craig, is it? I don't even know what your actual name is, but big up Craig. Says Bevo says Gvardiol can play the Stones role too. Loves a long ball through to the striker. That link up with Gvardiol and Haaland will be mad. Clip this. I agree, bro. I agree. I've seen a lot of him, and I think he's going to be class. I genuinely think he's going to be class. I think he's going to be one of the best defenders in world football, and I don't even think it's going to take him that long. I think 2 to 3 years, And I think he'll be talking up there with like the Diaz's, Stones of this world. I think he just needs maybe a season to bed him in because he's not even going to get a proper preseason with City. He's not going to go straight into the team. We'll have to fight with Ake. And then I think that maybe next year, a bit of a breakthrough year. And then maybe the season after that is the one where it's like, shit, this guy's sick. And at that point, he'll be 24. He's only been 24. So, yeah, I completely agree, man. Say Laporte and Cancelo stays for me, says Haaland. But okay. So, but are you saying, are you still going to sign Gvardiol though? Are you going to continue to sign Gvardiol? Because if you sign Gvardiol and you've got Cancelo and Laporte, you know what I mean? Like, bloody hell, mate. You know what I mean? That's a lot of defenders. Do you know what I mean? We're going to go to like 6 at the back. It's crazy. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before I get off? Is there anything you guys want me to talk about? Is there any questions you got? Any topics? You know what I mean? Because it's Friday night. Some of you are probably chilling. You might have had a takeaway. You're chilling. A couple of you might have had a few beers or whatever. Is there anything you want to chat about before we go? Wingers. I mean, I don't know. Osmodus. If it was me, I'd go and get Sane. But I don't know, mate. I don't know. I'd take Elise. I'd go get Sane. But we're not being linked with no one. Kid Nacho. Talk about my day. Woke up. Had 3 baby bells. Had a Pepsi Max. Had some water. Went for a walk. Did some gym sesh. Come on. That's pretty much it, bro. Chilled. Is Howard Belly still a City player? He is, but it won't be by the end of the window. How confident are you of getting Gvardiol? I think it will be done, Neve. I think we'll sign Gvardiol. You promised us a Sane full send video ages ago. Busted us. You busted us there, Rachel. Yeah, I think we did actually. Yeah, you're right. What else is people saying? Simpad, I agree, mate. Completely agree. Talk about Pedri, 110 million release clause. And Dembele, 50 million release clause. Yeah, I've seen this Dembele one. Isn't he going PSG? Did Fabrizio Romano not tweet about him going PSG? I thought he's going PSG. Dembele. I thought he was going PSG. Am I? Yeah, Fabrizio Romano. PSG, Paris Saint-Germain started contacts to potentially activate Ousmane Dembele's release clause, 50 million euros until July 31st. Possibilities being discussed. Nothing done as now. I don't know. People keep on asking me about Dembele, and it's one of them. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want him, to be honest with you. Like, I just see him go for a goal so many times and just shit the bed. You know what I mean? I want a killer in front of goal. We've lost Mahrez. I want someone who goes in one-on-one and booms it in the back of the net. You know, when we lost Sterling, I made a promise to myself that I never wanted to see another City player, a winger, who goes one-on-one and just shits themselves. You know what I mean? I feel like Dembele does that a little bit, man. And he's injury-prone as hell. I want a killer. I want someone who's going to go one-on-one, and I know it's going in the back of the net. So, I don't know. I do like Dembele, though. Would I take him? Don't know. Probably not. Oh, yeah, Chelsea have been fined for FFP. They have been fined for FFP. I mean, cooking the books. And Juventus, they've been banned from Conference League and been fined 20 million euros. So 2 clubs there have been found guilty of cheating / manipulation. And this is just bad news. Bad news for them, because you know what I mean. You should play by the rules, guys. You should play by the rules, innit? You know what I mean. So, and the Chelsea one apparently. So they've been fined like what, 8 million quid or something. Apparently now the Premier League are going to look into that as well. So they could be getting in trouble. Do you not just think like everyone breaks rules now in football? They need to get rid of FFP, mate. No one broke rules when there was no FFP. There is more cheating and more dodgy shit that goes on now than back in the 2000 area because there was no FFP. People didn't have to cheat. People didn't have to do no dodgy shit. Why? Because there was no rules to do dodgy shit for. Now, FFP's come in and everyone's start doing these dodgy business. Do you know what I mean? So get rid of FFP and I guarantee you people will stop cheating and doing dodgy deals. The Spurs owner is going to jail. Another dodgy guy. Why is everyone so cheating, man? What is wrong with everyone? Why is everyone just doing dodgy shit? Joe Lewis, Tottenham owner, is going to prison. He's doing insider trading, mates. Let me ask a question, yeah? Why would a billionaire, put his life in risk of going to prison when you're a billionaire? Why would you do that? Why would you do that? I don't get it. You're a billionaire, mate. Why are you cheating the system to get a little bit of extra cash? What are you gonna buy with that extra? You're already a billionaire. You know what I mean? You're not being quoted a price for something. You know what I mean? And the guy's gone, oh, I don't think you've quite got enough money, mate. You know, I know you're a billionaire. If you had a little bit more money, you probably could afford. Now, he's not gone to buy something on his debit card and they've gone, can't afford it. So I'll have to do some dodgy shit. I don't get it, man. I just don't understand it. He's 86. Why is he doing that at 86, guys? Why has he done that? I don't understand it, man. I don't understand why people have done that. Well, it just doesn't make no sense to me. It's not about the money, it's about the power. Listen, I mean, if you wanna have a deep conversation about those sort of things, then maybe we could do some sort of like conspiracy deep dives. Do you know what I mean? Maybe this is not the right channel to start doing that. City Extra is a football channel related to Manchester City, but maybe we could re-up something, you know what I mean, on my personal channel or Twitch, and we'll dive into the world of murky dealings and out billionaires for their fraudulent activity. Big up to Bevo says, Pep said about Spurs, Chelsea, United last season. Yeah, no, he did. He knew, mate. He knew that Joe Lewis was insider trading, that Chelsea were cooking the books, and that United failed FFP. He knew. Crazy how he knew. I don't know how he knew, but he got it all right. Illuminati stuff. We could have a look, you know what I mean? We could start looking into that kind of stuff, guys, you know? So, yeah, man. Listen, it's Friday night, mate, so probably going to get off in it. Probably going to get off. I think I got to go watch Love Island now. Have some rich tea biscuits, mates. Got a big bottle of Pepsi Max. And, yeah, probably back tomorrow. Games on Sunday. Atletico Madrid, Sunday. 12 o'clock kickoff. 11 o'clock UK time. And we'll do the watch-along for it. So make sure you join us for Sunday. We'll probably do some preview stuff tomorrow. And we'll move there. But, yeah, I'm going to call that a night, people. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed this stream. Big up to everyone. Smash a like on the stream. Subscribe to the channel. Go check out my personal channel as well, guys, if you've not done so already, yeah? Trying to get it to 4,000 subscribers. We're currently on 3.5K. So if you've not already subscribed to the personal It's LB channel, daily videos every single day, then please go check it out. Link's there. Go subscribe. That's not the right link. Let me just, you guys can't open that, hopefully. Otherwise, you can probably. Why can't I? Oh, it's because I'm in the wrong thing. It's late. Link to OnlyFans, bro. Come on, man. It's private. Right, there you go. Links in the chat. Go subscribe to the personal channel. Have a good night, people. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. See you tomorrow for some build-up for the Atletico Madrid game. And, yeah, catch you in the next one. See you later.